All right, so more direct object work. Hopefully your paragraph went well for you and you enjoyed that little excerpt from Little Women. All right, let me flip the page here. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of practice with direct objects. All right, before I start, I want you to follow this pattern. I'm going to write some steps here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of prepositional phrases. All right, that's the PP, prepositional phrase. Second thing, you're going to find the verb. Third thing, you're going to find the subject. Fourth thing, you're going to find the direct object. All right, we're going to go in that order. All right, so we're just going to label these. I don't want to use the subject and the verb letters. I just want to underline subjects once and verbs twice, and then we'll label the direct object. All right, so first thing, the magician pulled a rabbit from his hat. First thing I look for is a prepositional phrase, and I'm just going to get rid of it right now. I don't need to see it because I don't need to diagram everything. So next thing, what is the verb? Pulled. Underline it twice. What did the magician pull? Who pulled? Who pulled? There's the subject. And what did he pull? The direct object. So that's the order I want you to do these, okay? I'll do half of these and then I'll do the other half on your own. Mom wrote a check for the groceries. Prepositional phrase, must go. Now look how small that sentence is now. Mom wrote a check. Wrote is the verb. Mom wrote, and she wrote a check, so that gets the DO. Do your homework early tonight. No prepositional phrase, right? Do is the verb. And this one's a little tricky because this is an imperative sentence. And remember, imperative sentence have an understood you, and that's the subject. And what do you do? Homework. Little children ask many questions. Number one, no prepositional phrase. Number two, the verb, ask. Who asks? The children ask. Whoops, I'm sorry. Underline that once. And what do they ask? Questions. Now there's some extra words in there, but they're just adjectives for the main words. Has your father bought a new car? All right, no prepositional phrase. Verb, has bought. And remember, this is a question, so the verb is going to wrap around the subject. Who bought? Father. And what did he buy? A car. The fishermen of North Atlantic catch many cod. All right, get rid of the North Atlantic, and we're left with the fishermen catch many cod. What's the verb? Catch. What did the fish? Who catches? Fishermen. And what do they catch? Cod. All right, so I'm going to let you do 8 through 15 on your own, and I want you to follow those steps, and it'll be easy for you, okay? Little thing right here. Direct objects are, if you're going to use a pronoun for a direct object, it's always going to be me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. Remember, these are the objective case pronouns, and you see the word object in objective. So that that lets you know what pronouns. A lot of times you can hear it, sometimes you can't, especially when there's compound direct objects, like in number 1. Jesse met Logan and I or me at the bus stop. First of all, get rid of the prepositional phrase. All right, question is, should I use I or me? Well, if you look up top, you see that you should use me. But remember, I always said when you have compound, get rid of the first one and say it without it. Jesse met me. And then at that point, you're going to hear the correct one. She invited you and I or me. She invited me. Dad will join we or us at the store. Dad will join us. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. Later, he will drive we or us, us. Later, I saw Alexander and he or him. Get rid of Alex. I said Alexander. Get rid of Alex. Yesterday, I saw him. Did you see she, her and Sarah? All right, did you see her? Would you ask they or them? Them. They is nominative case. Mr. Case told us. All right? All right, let's go to the next page. All right, more of this. Underline each subject one time and each verb 2 times. Write direct object. All right, how about, just for the sake of time, how about, let's do this. I'll do think A with you, and then think B you'll do on your own, and it's the same thing. All right? Did I just lose that? Yeah. So think B is the same thing. You're labeling subject, verbs, and direct objects. So don't forget, first, find the prepositional phrase. Second, find the verb. Third, find the subject. That's crazy. That wasn't very neat. And then fourth, find the direct object. Stick with that order. All right, number 1. Jesus loves the little children of the world. So I look at that and I get rid of the prepositional phrase. I'm going to go fast here. And I say, what's the verb? Loves. Who loves? Jesus. And what does he love? Children. Mark read the parable of the sower. Get rid of the sower. What's the action? Read. Who read? Mark. What did he read? Direct object. The kitten knotted the yarn. No prepositional phrase, so I go right to the verb. Knotted. It's the kitten that knotted, and what did he knot? The yarn. The teacher read a story after lunch. I'm going to get rid of after lunch. Read is the verb. Teacher read, and what did the teacher read? A story. The angel rolled the stone away. There's no prepositional phrase here. So I'm just going to look for the verb, which is rolled. Who rolled? The angel. And what did he roll? The stone. 5 snowballs hit Michael. No prepositional phrase. So I go to the verb. Hit. What hit? Snowballs. And who did they hit? Michael. Shelby washed the dirty dishes. No prepositional phrase. So I'm going to find the verb. And then I have the subject. And the dishes are the direct object. Steve played baseball with James. Get rid of with James. Played is the verb. Subject is Steve. Baseball is the direct object. Erin practiced her clarinet. No prepositional phrase, so I do the verb. Whoops. Subject and direct object. One more. The moon reflects the light of the sun. Get rid of the sun. The verb is reflects. What reflects? The moon, subject, and it reflects light. All right, so now you're going to do that down here in 1 through 13. Lots of practice for your direct objects. All right, I'm going to leave you with this, and I believe tomorrow we're going to talk about indirect objects also.